guys, so today I'm doing my 2014 favorites, and it's getting really annoying because this is the third time I've had to make this. The first time it got deleted and the second time it wouldn't upload. And I'm sorry if the lighting is like all jacked up, but I'm using natural lighting, and I'm sorry if I keep touching my hair. I just got it cut and stuff, so it's really short, but I love it, and I have a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna get started. The first thing I've been loving is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzing Powder. Just looks like this. And I didn't start contouring until like 3 months before the year was over, but after I used it once, I started using it like every day, so it looks like this now. It has a huge dent in it, and I'm sorry about my nails, they look gross. And to contour, I use the Mini Mineral Powder brush. It's really little, it just looks like this. It's from Sephora. I like it. Next is my Covergirl 3-in-1 foundation. And mine, I'm sorry, it looks gross. Like, the label has totally worn off, but this is such an amazing foundation from the drugstore. It has really good coverage and I really like it. Next, I have a beauty blender, but it is really disgusting and it looks nasty. So I was at TJ Maxx with my mom one day and I found this set of like beauty blenders, and I mean, they weren't made by the beauty blender people, but they were dupes, and so mine looks like this. It's really big, but I love it and it works for me. Next, I have been loving the L'Oreal 24-hour Infallible eyeshadows, and this one is an iced latte. Sorry if that's not really focused, but I was like looking at the color and it looks weird. I'm not going to show you guys that, but it's like a really pretty shimmery color, and it's good for like a natural day, or you could even use it to make it look fancy. I don't know. I can't think of the word. I just got out of school. My brain is like dead, and yeah. These are amazing. I actually have a couple of these, so yeah. Next, I have been loving two blushes. Where'd the other one go? Okay. The first one is the Rockateur by Benefit, and this is a really pretty pink kind of, but it also has like a little bit of brown, and it is shimmery, so I find that when I put it on, it kind of highlights, but it looks like that. So it's really pretty. But if I want to wear a really pink blush, this is a sample of like the Benefit Lolli tint, and it looks purple, but if you can see like my blush, it's a very pretty pink, and I just love it, and it stays on a really long time. Next thing I have been loving is this Icing powder brush, and it looks like this. I had a blush brush from Sephora, and like I found that when I dipped it in the product, it didn't seem like anything was coming off onto the brush, so I started using this one and I noticed a difference. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Oh, my back hurts. For highlighter, I have been loving this Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip in Natural Glow, and I do like a lot of highlight, so this works for me, but it does have several colors in it, so it can also be used as a blush, but I just use it for a highlighter. Next is like these two little palette things. These are the Touch Tone eye color sets by the Kardashians, and the first one is in Echo, And when I first tried these, I hated them. That sounded really weird. I hated them. I found that they weren't that pigmented, but this one is like pinks and some blues. I have it on my eyes today. But that day came where I didn't have any eyeshadow in my travel makeup bag, and I had to use this. And I worked around with the colors, and I ended up loving it. And I also have another one in Mirage, which is like golds and browns and stuff. And I loved this one from the beginning. Next is this concealer, the True Illusion Undetectable Concealer by Maybelline. And this was a product that I just found on the back of my grandma's toilet in like this basket, and I took it and used it and fell in love with it. It doesn't make my skin look patchy or anything like some concealers do, so I really love this. And my last two makeup favorites are two mascaras, one high-end and one drugstore. So the high-end, you won't be surprised, is the They're Real by Benefit, and I'm sure you have heard this or heard about this all over YouTube. It's just a really good high-end mascara. I love it. Yeah. And then my drugstore is I think this is L'Oreal Lash Out Butterfly mascara. And I really like this one too. On to face stuff. I have been loving the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleansing Cloths. There's one more in here, and I love these for like those nights when I don't want to wash my face and they just get everything off. And another thing I love about them is that they don't break me out. And on the nights when I do feel like, oh, boobage, I'm so sorry. On the nights I do feel like washing my face, I will use this PanOxyl Acne Foaming Wash, and it looks like this. I have been loving this. There was a time when I tried a foundation and it broke me out like super bad, and I started using this and it cleared my skin up. So I love it. Two other things that have been keeping my skin clear are the Murad Acne Clearing Solution and the Murad Acne Spot Fast Fix. So they just look like this. And the reason that they say try me is because my mom did work at Sephora and she got these in gratis, and she told me to use them, and I was like, no, it's not going to work. And then I tried it and it ended up working. Never doubt your mom. Next thing is this Aveeno Positively Ageless Moisturizer. I will put this on in the morning before I do my makeup because I do have dry skin, and it just helps my makeup. I don't have dry patches or anything. And my last face product is the Freeman Facial Peel-Off Mask, the cucumber one, and it says clarifies and renews skin. So I use this on nights when I want my makeup to look really good the next day because it does make my skin super soft. So if you want something that's going to make your skin soft, I recommend that you try this. On to my favorite shows. Revenge. Definitely. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much, and they do have it on Netflix, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that you watch it because it's just amazing. Next is Pretty Little Liars. What girl doesn't love that show? And if you don't, whatever floats your boat. But it's kind of getting annoying because they're dragging it on for so long, and I just want to know like who everyone is. And oh my gosh, Also, I have been loving Vampire Diaries. I have watched that from the beginning. It's on Netflix. It's a good show. I'm more of a Stefan and Elena kind of person more than a Elena and Damon, but I mean, they're both sexy, so I don't blame her for being with both of them. Also, I have been loving Real World. Are You the One and Awkward, because Maddie McKibben is just, he is fine. So those are the shows I've been loving. My favorite books. I really like to read, and my mom recommended these books to me. It's the Fever series by Karen Moning. It's about a girl and her sister gets murdered over in Dublin, so she goes to find stuff out about her sister's murder and ends up finding stuff about herself. And there's quite a few books in the series, but definitely worth the read. And also, I loved 50 Shades of Grey. I need to reread them because I'm so excited for the movie to come out in February. So, yeah. Oh, bra. Sorry. Again. And the last one is Beautiful Disaster and Walking Disaster. One is like the guy's point and one is the girl's point, if I remember correctly. But it's like that girl who is the goody two-shoe, whatever, and she meets like this bad boy, tries to get him to settle down, whatever. And when I read that book, I could not put it down. Like, I wanted to read it in one sitting, if that's what you would say. It's just a really good book, and I just cannot say how much I love it. Like, I'm obsessed. And that is by Jamie Maguire. Alright, next is actually 2 clothing items, and the first one is the Southern Shirt Company like Spirit jersey, and it looks like this, and it looks like blue on camera, but mine is actually like a mint green, and I got mine super big just so I could wear it with like leggings and boots, but then like the back has the logo. And my next favorite is this Under Armour hoodie. It looks like this. The camera is not doing this color justice. This is a very, very bright, like, coral orange. But it's really soft, and it kept me warm at school, so that was a plus. Also, I have been loving my Lilly Pulitzer agenda, and I find that since I got an agenda, it helps me really stay organized. It helps me remember stuff to do, and it's cute. It has like little elephants on it. And my music favorites. Sam Smith. His voice is like no one else's. Like, his voice makes me feel some type of way. And I have also been loving Sam Hunt. He sings kind of like country songs, and there's a few, and they get me so excited for summer. Single for the Summer and House Party. Listen to them. They just remind me of summer. And then there's one, it's called Break Up in a Small Town, and the lyrics are just on point. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry that this video was so long, but all the stuff that I recommended, please try it because it really is amazing stuff, and I would not recommend it if it wasn't good. And I'm sorry that this went up so late, but yeah. So, bye guys.